Thanks so much for stopping by. Tonight I'm going to show you how I would paint this particular design onto my little canvas. Again, it's a 6x6, an inch and a half thick, which I think is they're just very sturdy little canvases, just love them. And they're the Edge Gallery by Creative Mark. Alright, so tonight I'm going to be using multi-surface Moon Yellow, multi-surface Teddy Bear Brown, and Real Brown, which is also multi-surface paint. All these are from Folk Art Enamels. I will also be using Sunflower, Wicker White, and Yellow Ochre. Brushes I will be using is a number 12 flat brush, a one-stroke brush, an old large Scruffy Brush, and then some new dotting tools that I bought. Trying to practice on my dots, so forgive me if I haven't quite gotten them down yet, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'd like to eventually make mandalas, so that is the reason why I'm trying to focus on my dots. So tonight what we're going to do, I'm just sticking my flat brush in both browns. Just want to make sure I'm getting this good. Sorry. Alright, and I'm just going to start in one corner because I want the flower to come out. Not going to worry too much about going down the side on this one. I might do it a little bit with the petals of the flower, but not really so much with the center of the flower. Yeah, I was trying to dot the center, and I think that, gosh, I don't know what it is about me and dots, but I love dots. So you'd think I'd be really good at doing them, and everybody makes them look like they're so easy, but for me they're not. So I don't know if the key for me is to have a dry surface, but everybody seems to be able to dot on top of dots while they're painting, so I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet. If you have any suggestions, give me a comment down below if you do. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to try to kick this down just a smidge, just so it doesn't look like I'm seeing all the white. Next thing I know, I'll be painting it all the way down. And if you want to, if you're doing it on a little canvas like this, or a big canvas, whatever, you can go all the way down the edge of it if you want. I'm just not worried about that right at the moment. Okay, so that's it for that right now. I will come back to the center shortly. And now let's focus on the actual flower petals. Now with my first one, I'm going to kind of just judge it towards the center of the flower, and it may not be exactly in the center, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to kind of do it, just kind of pretend that this is the center. It's funny how different it is painting on the practice paper that I use, which is the palette paper a lot of times, and then transferring my idea over to the actual canvas. It's a little bit different, but that's alright. Perfectly okay. And on this, I'm not doing any kind of a funky, any type of a special stroke, funky stroke or whatnot. It's just going to be basically like I'm base painting for the most part. Maybe coming down the edge a little bit, as I mentioned. Cleaning that up a little bit, which is fine. And I'm using 3 colors on these petals. I am using I always forget this one, Moon Yellow, the Sunflower, and the Ochre, Yellow Ochre. And I'm basically just painting over, painting it and then adding another color on top of it. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of mixing them all together and getting some, maybe more of a, I don't want to say a textured look, but it's not all one color. And if you wanted to be brave and spend a lot of time with it, you could actually put some brown in this, because I really do like when I paint a sunflower to have some brown in the petals. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of coming over a little bit into the previous stroke, and I am going to go ahead and put this one down over here on the side and then bring it back in. And then just keep painting it. It doesn't matter how far down it goes. And I'm just, you can turn it too. If you want to turn your canvas as you're painting it, feel free to do that. And on my sample, my center ended up being a little bit lighter than what I wanted. Actually, a lot lighter. So I probably will try to make my center on this one darker. Like I said, I was trying to do some dotting, and everything I was trying just was not working. It was just like, ugh, I don't like that. Ugh, I don't like that. So let's brush it into that, and that's how I got that color that it is right now. Alright, let's continue on. And go ahead and do the next petal. And I'm going to bring it over too, just as I mentioned. Back over, come it down the side a little bit, and then back up. Trying to round them a little bit so they're not completely straight looking. But I do intend for these to be more of a thin, not a thick petal. So if you're wondering why they're thin looking, that is by intention, not accidental. That's how I want them to be. Oh shoot, sorry. I need to pull that back a little bit. Seems like I keep readjusting my screen every time I move the camera. And then I don't have myself on the camera when I think I am. I say, someday I'll master this whole process. When maybe I'm not so busy in life. Okay. And then we're going to go for this one here. And I might make it like a, well, I guess it is going down the edge too, but maybe a little bit shorter petal. But it's only shorter because it's closer. That makes sense. If you are just new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Hit the bell that's beside it so you get notifications whenever I post a new video. Right now I'm trying to do at least maybe 4 or 5 videos a week, if I'm able to. Unfortunately, with my schedule, I'm not really able to commit to certain days, because I know that that's beneficial too, but I really can't commit to that right now. And so I babysit my grandchildren and have just my regular business on top of it, so it's kind of hard. Trying to get shipping out is a priority, of course, for my customers. Alright, let's continue on. Make sure I'm in the picture here. Okay, we're going to continue on here. I'm going to bring it back over. I got this one a little fatter. Not intentionally, but that's alright. We can have a fat one in the mix. I'll take care of that here in a minute. I'm going to paint my next one. I'm trying to get more of a pointier tip on it. Now you can stop with just doing like one row if you want. A lot of times, you know, sunflowers actually have multiple rows, at least two. But you don't have to do that. It's okay just to have one row of petals. That one a little bit, even enough there, right around here. And just remember too, when you're watching my videos, I am left-handed. I'm sure you're seeing that. Whatever direction I'm doing something might not be the direction that you need to do it. So keep that in mind. And this is where I'm going to kind of take care of the fatness of this petal. I'm going to thin it down some, make it fit in more. There's always a way to correct something, it seems, when you're painting. And that's what I try to tell my grandkids when they're getting all frustrated with something. I messed it up, I messed it up. Okay, so how can you fix it? I mean, that's just like anything. If you're a dancer, you need to know that you make a mistake while you're out on the stage, you keep going. You don't stop. You don't stop and run off the stage, you keep going. And just like when you're doing a craft or art, you keep going. You know, you just do. But you figure out how to cover up something, how to make it look the way you wanted it to look or intended it to look, or as close as possible. Okay. And I'm going to put the final one in here. And I'm going to come back over here a little bit and then just drop it down a little bit on the edge. And it'll come down here as much as I can get it to come down. Now some people that do these kind of flowers will, you know, put all these different colors in them and layer and layer and layer. I don't have the patience for that, so if you're that kind of painter, you know, feel free. You know, if you've painted a ton of these and you like multicolors in them, then that's fine. I just, like I said, I don't have the patience for it, so you're getting what I'm comfortable with. Like I said, you can always go over this if you want more to add, you know, more contrast, or maybe lighten it up a little bit. You know, you can just drag some more color throughout the petals. Or if you, like I mentioned before, like to do browns in them, I think they're very pretty. I've even seen some that have been done with purples. It makes them really, really beautiful. So I'm just going to kind of go back over them a little bit. I'm getting the paint's pulling up in some spots. Be careful of that too. You don't want to work it too much, or you're going to get it pulling up. Okay, and I'm really good about sticking my fingers in my work. So, like yesterday I did some stones that I should have had gloves on, and I was doing them with fingernail polish. And it dawned on me, I forgot to put the gloves on. And then it dawned on me, oh my gosh, this isn't going to come off like my paint does. You know, I still have it on my fingers, even though I try to keep my center dark. because I feel like it was too light in my other one. I am just going to kind of go back over this and use my little scruffy brush, and then just kind of pull up into the leaves a little bit and take care of that, giving it some texture, making sure it's rounded. Good, so this is just a very simplistic, and I'm going to go back in with some little bit lighter brown. Right in there, and then I might even do a tad bit of the yellow. It's right up in here, around it a little bit. I really like how that looks. I think it's very pretty. The thing that bothers me is that yellow right there. I need to touch that up, I think. Just a little bit. Gotta keep it in mind just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's kind of what's bothering me visually. Alright, so then the next thing I'm going to do is do some of the dotting. So bear with me on this because I am not the best dotter in the world by any means, any stretch of the imagination. So I've watched so many videos that I think everybody makes things look so easy until I do them, and then it's like, oh, holy cow, mine doesn't look like that. Why doesn't mine look like that? It's kind of what happened with my rock painting yesterday, because I was doing it with the nail polish, as I mentioned, and I actually don't have the right nail polish. So how the woman had originally shown us how to do it wasn't working. And I'm like, well, that's not working. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. I don't know why I can't get things to work right. Okay, so then I'm going to turn it over to a smaller side, and I'm going to go dotting. Let me go ahead and dot over here too. Actually, well, that's one thing I'm trying to consider, is with being left-handed, not wanting to smudge my work, if I should be starting from one side to the other. Try to keep my hand out of it. You righties don't know how easy you have it with stuff. And the things that left-handed people have to think about, or how they have to turn something. It's just crazy. Alright, and then I wasn't too happy with my next row of dots. I'm trying to think, you know what, I might do some gold. I'm sorry, I'm going to throw some gold in here. This is Folk Art Enamels. See, change your mind, see if it shows up any better. I'm not sure it will, but we shall see. Yeah, not really. Like I said, practice will make me better. But I want to try to incorporate dots so I get more experience with them in my paintings. Hopefully I'll get better at it. I could get a whole lot worse, right? Okay. And then I'm going to go back over it with the white. I think that kind of helps allow me to see it. Folk art enamels used to have a real pretty rusty brown color, and I loved it. I just loved it. And then they discontinued it for whatever reason. But I used to use it a lot in my sunflowers because I liked, as I mentioned, I like the brown in the leaves, so it was pretty adding that to the leaves. Alright, so here we go. It looks like I have some fuzz. I'm not going to mess with it. Alright, here we go. Easy sunflower. Got some petals over here. Again, I could have probably cleaned that up a little bit, but I could have put this clear down here. But just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to leave it as such. You can hang it like that even. Cute maybe to add to a bathroom. Like I said, I have a sunflower theme going on in my dining room and living room. So this might end up there. It might not even get sold. Alright. So again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do that down below. If you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and you share it with your friends. And until the next video, have a good evening.